XRP is severely testing my patience. But I'm telling you right now, I have not given up. And in this video, I'll tell you guys exactly why. So if you do not know, on this channel, I've been making probably thousands of updates on XRP over the years. And that's for the most part because even though they've got flaws, the value proposition and the mission is pretty damn solid. And again, I've been making these videos for so many years. Back in 2017, XRP crushed it so hard that I just know the community is so strong. And if they're given a chance, this is gonna blow so many people's minds. But there's the kicker, it hasn't been given the chance. Now, let's do a little bit of crawling back. XRP historically has been a very late gainer. If you look at the previous runs, Bitcoin went for some crazy gains first. To put that into perspective, the top side here being Bitcoin, the bottom side being XRP. If you look at the Bitcoin chart, it's a very easy, basically flowing gain with just one massive little peak point, this little area right there. With XRP, the chart is significantly less easy, significantly more choppy, basically, is the way I can put it. And as you can see, it comes for the most part after, or rather in different periods than Bitcoin. You see in this entire section here, Bitcoin went up significantly, all the while XRP was only coming down. And in this section right here, the massive Bitcoin peak of 2017, XRP was only gearing up. You see, Bitcoin went from what? A couple $100s? No, I think like I don't know what the beginning of 2017 was. Let's say about $600, $700, all the way towards 20,000. XRP started the year at roughly half a cent or so, but was still sitting at roughly 20 cents while Bitcoin was going to 17,000, all right? And then over the next 4 weeks or so, XRP went from that 20 cents to $3 when Bitcoin went from about 15,000 to 20. So Bitcoin had a 25% increase, XRP had a 10x increase in that same little time period. And now I would have loved to give you some comparisons here for 2021's bull run, but the problem is XRP was in a massive loss with the SEC at the time. But I'll tell you right now, most coins have a similar pattern to Bitcoin. Because in this run, a lot of coins moved pretty much in unison with Bitcoin's pump and dumps. XRPs looked significantly different, mostly being that they were sued by the SEC and thus never saw a massive peak. And just think for yourself for a second. When are the most amount of new people getting into a crypto at peak levels? And what was, in that sense, very not so nice for XRP? Well, the fact that it didn't reach a new peak in 2021. So the new users, the new people, the new fresh hype, the new fresh blood didn't really arrive and has to basically get drawn in this cycle. But with Bitcoin, alts, a lot of others, it was already there last season. Now, let's rephrase a couple things. Let's put a couple of dots on the I's. The guys at Ripple, the XRP ledger, has grown tremendously over the past few years. And that's what a lot of people are forgetting. Most people base it upon, hey, XRP couldn't get a run in 2021. It's only been going down, even though it's like doubled this year. It's not worth my money or time. I'm giving up. And I look and think, out of all points to give up, I'd say right now is one of the worst ones because XRP historically has done pretty well, specifically after Bitcoin basically reaches that top. And for the most part, fundamentals haven't changed. They've just gotten significantly better. And the fact that they were able to stay in the top 10 throughout the SEC lawsuit, throughout the last decade, because they're pretty old, and still have such a massive community means these guys have got something which a lot of projects don't, and that's longevity. Again, if you're buying right now a crypto to turn, $1 into $1,000 tomorrow, you're not buying fundamental projects. I keep telling you this. There are two extremely different ways to invest. One, value investing. You invest in things for a multitude of reasons, either because you really love the tech and you think others are not seeing it, or because something is significantly undervalued in comparison to where it should be in the market. And then you've got momentum investing, which is something does good, I buy. Something's hyped up, I buy. And to be honest, there's a lot of projects that fall into this category. Meme coins or even coins right now, like the whole Injective, Celestia, AVEX. Okay, there's a little halt there. It's just doing proportionally well, not because of fundamentals, but because of the narrative, even though AVEX is pretty huge in the back end. And I've said this for years now. if you want to make the most amount of money in crypto, we have a strategy. And I still hold by that strategy, which is Bitcoin first, then massive alts. And some of the big runners this season right now are Cardano, AVAX, and Solana. Then you go lower and lower into the alts, while all the time sprinkling little amounts of money into crazy meme coins just for the sake of it because they keep popping off. Right now is not the time to go fully into the degenerate small caps yet. But if you're in a lot of these crypto group chats, you probably noticed it's just I'm just scrolling through it now. It's just out of control because people know the market is suited up for it and they know there's money to be made. And so just to keep both sides happy here on this channel, I'll be doing a lot of updates on everything XRP related, not because I think it's going to make the most amount of money relative to anything else, but it's a pretty good value proposition from the perspective that I personally think if I look back in 5 years from now, and it's the truth, one of these two, if we're talking meme coins or XRP, is going to be still around and is going to still have value. The other could have made you money along the way, but will probably be worthless in a little bit of time. So it's a quick snap game. If you're somebody that wants to be here, like me, every single day, invest actively, look for the next big gem, watch my other videos. If you're here for a chill time over a long period of time, just see steady growth as they get crazy partnerships going, change the entire financial landscape, and just get a lot of cool new things going. I mean, we talked recently about the automated market making. There are many cool things coming to the XP Ledger and through the likes of Flare, for example, allowing you to generate yield. So perhaps it's going to be another whole new tangent of things built on top of the XP Ledger that right now are pretty much unexplored, just like how the BRC20 ecosystem has been stagnant for a very long time until just quite recently. It could be another massive boost for XRP. Just, putting something out there. But so just wanted to quickly give you guys an update. I still believe XRP is very likely going to see a $25 price some point in the next 2 years. If Bitcoin goes on a good run and all coins like Ethereum, like etc., do actually pop off, XRP is, I think, going to revive a lot of glory. And the major threshold to watch is $1. It just makes sense to me. And I will say that if you're only holding XRP, or similarly, if you're only holding this or that coin, I think it's never the best answer. I think it's always wise to diversify, however convinced you are. Even if you are so convinced this coin is going to pop off, it's still worth it to just buy some other things. A good example is a lot of people still think they will never get a divorce, but they still have a prenup. Not because you think you're going to divorce. You're not going to divorce. But in case you do. And again, the chance is still there. It's not like, well, the chances of getting killed by a cow are never zero. Or the chance of you falling over a curb and hitting your head, stomping your face into the ground and dying is not zero. So no. There's a chance that the XRP spark is gone and we're just holding on to something that's going down. But I personally don't believe so. And I don't care what other people on the internet say. You don't want to know how many thousands of messages I've seen of people saying, Dusty, I give up. I don't care if you give up. Matter of fact, I'll tell you this. People that think giving up at points like this is wise, let me show you. Just for comparison's sake, why I don't listen to what other people say and why on this channel we're freaking geniuses. Let me show you, right? I'm just joking about the genius thing. Not completely joking, but joking a little bit. This is a coin I bought in 2021, I believe. Meaning I bought this before anybody else could because I know the guys. This coin has never made me money in the first 2 years of me buying into it. Matter of fact, I gave a random guy I just met a lot of money and it just basically turned to zero for all these years. And I do many of these investments all the time. Now, I'll tell you again, many of my friends bought in with me. And you want to know something funny? They themselves, a lot of them, dumped it at 1 cent because they gave up. I thought about it because everybody was negative, but I didn't. And the main reason is because I thought it's not worth it. I'm not going to sell something when it's 1/50th of the value or whatever. And second of all, because I always like to leave a moon bag. Some of the coins in the past I've not done it for, I've heavily regretted. And now you can learn from old Papa Dusty's mistake. Matter of fact, see it as Santa giving you a little present to make freaking crazy amounts of gains in crypto. If I had sold at 1 cent right now, you might not see my video because I'd be in a tub crying, in a tub filled with my own tears because my friend sold. Would have been a good chunk of money now, and I held. And now you can see over the last 1 month or so, let's just say as an example, I had $1,000 in. Right now, that would be worth $73,000. And you might say, well, but Dusty, this one is very small. XRP is large. In the grand scheme of things, that does not really matter. The entirety of crypto is still very small. And so even though XRP might not do the craziest of performances with like a 700x in a week or two, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there's always a chance that right at the moment, and I think 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 just tagged me on that one. I said a while back, the moment you quit XRP, it'll probably look like this. And I still stand by it. You know, because you might say, Dusty, I've been so unlucky. I bought XRP and it's not made me money. Well, please give up, because the moment that you give up, the rest of us will finally see those gains. No, I'm just not a fan of, if you bought something for a certain reason, proper fundamentals, you researched it, you know what you're doing, to all of a sudden be like, that was wrong. I'm not wrong on these things. All I can do, for example, is now decide to allocate some capital to different things. Doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're looking for an even better opportunity for the short term. I've always told you, if your plan is to stack a lot of Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP, for example, if that's your main goal, you can definitely go ahead and dabble in meme coins just to float back into your top 3 coins. It's not bad. It's not stupid. You got to understand, though, that sometimes if you wait, all the money you dabble into different things will not be able to buy the coins that you were so planning to stack up because prices have shifted. And anyway, if you don't even hold XRP or you're still questioning what should I do, just keep watching my channel. I'll talk about XRP updates, I'll talk about AVAX updates, ADA updates, whatever coin is popping, doing good, or I hold, I'll talk about, or that you guys find interesting. You can always let me know down below which coin you'd like to see an update on next. But also, what some of the top coins we're buying into. Because, for example, yesterday I funded this account with $250,000, and today already it's at $292,000. So I've made $42,000 on a $250,000 account in a day. And I'm actually recording a longer term, so it's gonna take me a few weeks probably, update on a challenge that I'm doing. You'll see it soon though. And probably as altcoin season picks back up a little bit harder, we're gonna do a 10,000 to a million challenge, or perhaps 100,000. I'm not so sure yet. One of the guys I know is doing a 1 million to 100 million challenge, and I even thought about that too. But the problem is the law of decreasing returns, let's call it, where it's just so much easier to turn 1,000 into 10,000 than it is to turn 10 million into 100 million. But obviously, if you've got only $10,000, it's significantly harder to make $1 million than if you've got $10 million. It's just about relativity there. Anyway, if you want to claim yourself a free $500 XRP trade or a $500 Bitcoin trade absolutely free with Bybit, I'll leave a link for that down below. So make sure you go ahead and check it out. And I've got a couple of good top altcoin videos coming up too soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And as I always say, if you're not subscribed, it doesn't matter to me. I don't gain anything from that. But I'm telling you, if you don't have the notification bell on, you might miss out on the most important quick update video that could have made you hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so, yeah, that's on you then.